Hello, Flosstube.
Hi, Flosstube. I'm Melina.
I'm Connie.
We're Count Twice, Stitch Once. And today is June 29th, Saturday.
It's about 1:30 in the afternoon.
And summer has finally come because it was in the high 90s yesterday and today, and it's disgusting, and I want to not live somewhere where summer's
Humid, hot. Ugh,
Yep.
we don't like it.
Thank you for the cold.
Yes. So, how's everybody been?
Hopefully wonderful.
Hopefully you're not having the hot summer where you live.
Yeah. It's been like 4 weeks since we filmed. 3 or 4?
It's been quite a while.
It's been a while. So you'll see that Mom has a lot of stuff to show, and I have one project that I finished stitching and FFO'd for the retreat for the Smalls Exchange, but I'm not showing it, so you won't see that. I
Yep.
have significantly less to show.
Because after Stitch Mania, I went crazy and had Finish Mania.
And now she's gonna have more Start Mania.
And now I'm going to have more Start Mania. Anyway, we'd like to welcome you back to our channel if you've been here before. Hello if you're new. We talk about cross stitch. That's about it. A little bit of extra stuff.
Today, the extra will be, I bought this cup from Tervis. It is a limited edition. It was only for sale for 1 day. Little Mermaid. It's hard to see because the light going on
Yeah.
it, but I love it.
Oh, pretty.
I'm obsessed with it. I'm glad I bought it even though it was a $40 cup, but it's so pretty.
And Melina got new hair.
I did.
My hair is a little bit still purple, but I'm waiting until after the 4th of July to re-purple. I'm going to put some pastel silver on there for 4th of July, and then after 4th of July, it will be purple again.
This is second iteration of new hair, so I did mint, purple, pink, and or like a blue. It wasn't really teal, it was more blue. And it looked really good, but it was starting to fade out, and so the pink like fades so fast, so I was like, I'm just gonna put the pink over everything and see what happens. And this is what I got,
happened.
which I really like it. So
There you
it's
go.
a little pink, but
So
it'll fade.
Yeah, it will.
All right. So do we want to start with whips?
Sure.
And that'll be whips that are still whips.
Okay. Well, I don't have very many whips that are
That's
still
okay.
whips.
I only have one that I've worked on.
My whips that are still whips is only this one, which I started.
Which was a new start too.
It's a new
right?
start, yeah. And it's Brooks Books, Fauna the Fairy Witch. And I've gotten that far.
Oops, we lost a bunch of floss.
And there's my new needle minder I made.
Oh, I meant to grab mine. I forgot it.
I gave Melina one too.
I don't know, that was stuck on her.
Good. And that was a new start for something because I wanted to do it. Trying to do all the Brooks Books witches, so.
She's
let's
making
see.
progress.
On my other start and whip is this Tropical Santa by Mill Hill. This is the Tahiti Santa. And he's headless. Oops, that's the back. There he is. He's headless. Okay, both of those, no. Okay, those are my only whips that I've worked on that are still whips. Because my other ones I worked on during the 24 hours of cross stitch and for the June monthly challenge from Jen Lee. And so I'll talk about that.
Well, I'll show my whip, my one whip, and then you can talk about that, and I'll
Okay.
work on my whip while you talk about it.
All
How
right.
about that? Okay, so my one whip that I have is also a new start for me, and part of it is also my haul. But I ordered the Just Cross Stitch DVD like 2010 to 2015 issues or something like that. So this was one of the ones that's from that, and I didn't even print this page out. I just took a picture of it. So I am obsessed with this bird for some reason, and I wanted to do it. But I decided to do it on 40 count, which I haven't done before because I wanted it to be smaller. So this is where I'm at so far from starting that. So you can kind of see the bird taking shape and the little thing that it's standing on. I love it, and I love 40 count over 1. I'm not super in love with the coverage, which on the black part down there, which looks fine on here, but in person looks less great. But I use DMC black, so it's not the best coverage, but it's not horrible. I think it'll look okay in the end, but I'm kind of picky about that. So I was kind of like,
And that's also in her haul because
I bought this fabric.
Had a trip to the Inspired Needle.
So this is Lake's, what is it? I put the tag in here. I bought that fabric for this project. It's a Lakeside linen vintage exemplar, 40 count.
So pretty.
From the Inspired Needle, which I hadn't been there before, so it was a fun trip going up there.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah. So that's what I've been working on.
Spent a lot of money.
I spent the least.
Elena was the winner. She spent the least. My sister was the
real winner.
The real winner because she spent a lot of money. I was in the middle, but close to the top.
Don't let her fool you.
Oh well, whatever. Anyway, okay, since she's gonna be working on her whip, my other whip that's not a whip anymore because I finished was Laurel Birch Celestial Sun. And I worked on this in the 24 hours of cross stitch, but I also worked on it for the monthly challenge. And for the monthly challenge, I used it for E for eyes, N for nature because we wouldn't have nature without the sun, and Y for yellow because it has lots of different yellows in here. And O for our one and only sun. Also U for we all live under the sun, and UVB rays.
That was my idea.
That was Melena's idea, so I used it. And R for, what was the R for? I didn't write it down.
Rays of sun?
Yes, the sun rays of the sun. So I finished it. I love it. I'm doing all 6 of these Sun and Moons from Laurel Birch.
They're so pretty. The colors are just...
Yeah. And my other whip that I already showed, which was the Tropical Santa.
Tahiti Santa.
Or Tahiti Santa, Tropical Santa. I used him for the T for Tahiti Santa and Tropical Santa. And then I used him for the second T for Tahiti Santa and Tropical Santa.
Okay, we had to pause so Mom could do a search.
So
she found it.
This was my firecracker from Mill Hill, and it was for F. And there it is. I put it on the magnet.
It's cute.
So I can put it on my refrigerator or somewhere. That was for F, and then for the S, for the W, I did Sandy the Summer Witch, and I changed her colors. I changed a lot of colors on there. And it's an FFO. There she is. I put her in this frame I got from Hobby Lobby. I used scrapbook paper for the background, and then I put some little shells and little tiny starfish in there. And there she is. I love her. She's so cute. And then I made her into a magnet also, so I can just take her off. Put a big magnet on the back. And if I don't want her in the frame, I can put her on my refrigerator or wherever I want to. There she is.
I
Ready
love
for
how
the
that's
beach.
finished.
So cute. Anyway, that was those things, and then that was all my.
That's all your 24 hours.
No, it wasn't the 24 hours. It
Oh,
was
is
the
it
June monthly
the
challenge.
24. No,
Yeah, for each of the letters of the word 24.
there. I knew I'd get there.
So that was that. It was fun. Thanks, Jen, for organizing all of that. That was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun too. I'm looking forward to the next challenge, which starts in July 1st. And she's doing another one that's with the words Team 24 Hour.
Are you doing that one?
Yeah.
And
Huh?
you're sanitizing.
Yes.
You're
Tying my stuff.
You're
on that.
crazy.
I'm also participating in the hashtag Jolly July, hashtag 20 or Christmas stitching in July, hashtag Christmas, however that one is. I can't remember. I wrote it down. There's all kinds of people doing Christmas in July, so I'm doing that with 31 projects. Some are whips. Most of them are new starts, which is what I'm taking to the retreat with me, because they're mostly on paper and I will be able to see them.
Which we just were in a group chat for the retreat and it's in 12 days. That's
12
crazy.
days.
I can't believe it's so soon, which is awesome.
I know, and I have lots of stuff to do still. So should I talk about all my finishes now?
Sure, because I don't have any to show.
Yes, you do.
Okay,
You have that
okay.
one.
Well,
Melina will
yours are
show.
FFOs. Mine are just a finish.
Well, because I showed my.
I did. Okay. So this is one thing that was also my haul from the Inspired Needle. They had these little kits on their sidewalk sale, so they were 40% off.
And it comes with everything that's
Yep.
in there.
Comes with all of the stuff to finish it. So I haven't fully finished it yet, but I finished the stitching on it, and I did make a mistake, but I'm not going to show you where it was, so good luck. Figure it out for yourself if you can tell. So that was a quick stitch, and it was pretty easy. So I really should FFO it in before the 4th of July. Then I can bring it over here for their party, and Mom can print it out for a decoration. And here's the fabric. Here's the fabric it came with to finish it, and the ribbon,
And this button.
and the little star buttons. So maybe I'll try to do that tomorrow.
That was fun.
It was cute and quick. That was my finish.
Okay. Well, my finish, you saw Sandy the Summer Witch, and you saw my firecracker.
And your one of your Mill Hills sun things.
And my Mill Hill Sons. And oh yeah, I also finished another Mill Hill Sun.
She's a maniac. I made her do that because I said, well, why don't
Yeah.
you just finish it before the end of June?
Because I started the Phone of the Fairy Witch, and then I was working on that at our stitch night on Thursday night. Not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before that. And then Melina was like, well, you should work on that sun and get that sun done before the July 1st. And I said, I'm going to do it. So this is Mill Hill Sun and Moon Dance. And if you hear whining, that is Melina's dog, Faith. She's laying
She's
on the
struggling.
rug, whining. And this is
It's so
Sun and
pretty.
Moon
Again,
Dance.
the colors are
it's
good.
really pretty. Once I got
Yeah.
all the beads on there, well, this was like crazy. It has lots of back stitch and French
Love the
knots
colors.
and all kinds of stuff. Lots of
So
beads.
when she finishes those, she's passing the stash to me because I want to stitch them on fabric.
So you're gonna stitch them on 40 count and make them
Yeah.
tiny.
Maybe. Then Mom brought up a good point about the beads. I'd have
Yeah.
to order different beads
Right.
than Millhill beads,
You'd have to get
Like real
size
tiny.
15s. Probably.
which would be cute, but
That would be
then I have to
cute.
figure out all the colors and.
But I finished this at 2 a.m. watching Jessie Marie does stuff. So thanks, Jessie Marie, for having your movie video, because that's when I finished. All right, now FFOs with the whiny dog.
Stop!
I had this previously FFO'd, and I showed it, I think, before, but I changed the frame out because I liked this one much better. And so this is Annie, the Autumn Witch,
She's so cute.
from Brooks Books Publishing. I don't have a cover sheet because I don't know what I did with it. I have it filed away, but anyway, I just changed the frame. I already had it done on the paper. Scrap. That's going on my witch wall. So I have 2 for my witch wall, and I have 2 more that I previously finished that are on my witch wall. And someday when I have more done, I will show you my witch wall. Then I
Let me move my stuff out of the way. Stop taking up all the space.
I had previously finished Lizzie Kate Thankful String quite a while ago.
Faith does not approve.
But after Stitch Mania, I decided I was gonna finally FFO it. So here is my FFO.
I love it. This piece of wood is from the fence at my new house that we ripped off the part of the neighbor's fence and said we'll replace it with the tall fence, and they had. So we saved the wood so we could use it for finishes, and it looks so good.
And it's, thank you, Priscilla. It's, whoops, it's on the magnets with, the washers and the magnets. And then I just made that little
Cute.
thing to go on the side. And I thought it turned out pretty cute. I liked it. Then I had Turkey Bay, which is Plum Street Samplers.
I love that one.
And I did this on 28 count Bluebell. Guess I always forget to say what fabric I did these on.
I gotta dig mine out and start it. So, how Mom has hers finished, I have the same thing to finish mine
Yep.
on. So it makes me want to do it even more.
So here's my finish on Turkey Bay. Ching! I hung it from a turkey. Lena and I bought these turkeys at Hobby Lobby. And I did the back like that. And I was going to put this chenille around the edge, but then I decided it was so busy itself that I don't think it needed anything else.
I don't think it does either. It looks good. And I mean, you're not going to really look at the edges because when you have that hanging up
Right.
somewhere, you're just going to see the front view when it's on the wall,
I'm
really.
excited to be able to hang this up.
It's
on
so cute.
Thanksgiving. Well, I love it. I love this chart. It's just so cute. Now I did change the colors of these little pumpkins to orange because they were brown and I didn't really care for the brown. That's really the only colors I changed on that. So that was my finish of that.
Any more? Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, I have lots more.
This finish?
Yeah, but I got.
Oh. She's got to get her chart.
First, I'll show this one.
Oh, yeah, you got more over there. I forgot about over there.
This is Valentine Bird by Heart and Hand. And I think I showed this finish before on there, but I fully finished it. On to this heart that I got at Hobby Lobby. And again, it's on this one's just a magnet because the heart's metal, so it didn't need a washer or anything. It could just be on there. So that is my finish on the Valentine Bird. I used some Lady Dot rickrack, and then I found this ribbon, I think at Jeffrey Allen. that was that one. Then, I'll bring this all over to
No, here, how about I vacate these so you have more room? Ah,
This is If Cats Could Talk. I finished this. It's going to be a present for my daughter Alyssa because she has 3 cats. And I thought it was funny. I bought this chart when I was at Stitcher's Paradise in Las Vegas. And I took it to Jeffrey Allen's for them to finish it. Because I went to Michael's to see what their framing would be, and it was going to be I think they said $119. Then they took off the glass and some other stuff, and then they said it was going to be $98. And I said, no. So then I took it to Jeffrey Allen's, and on a Tuesday, because I can get 10% off with the I Belong membership. I think that's what it's called.
doesn't matter.
Anyway, they have a little
Their rewards thing.
reward thing, and so I took it in there. And I must say, it was only like $50-some to frame this. But I thought it turned out really cute. They did an awesome job framing it.
Mm-hmm.
Much
It looks
better.
like we're getting this weird shadow from these lights.
Yeah. But there it is. If cats could talk, they would probably lie.
So cute.
Now I can give that to my daughter. And it is finished. Then I also fully finished my Happy Easter from Fairy Wool in the Woods. And I think this is on the 28 count Bluebell also. And there's my finishing look. I found this egg at Target for $3 in their dollar section. And I put this on magnets, but I also just put magnets holding it through the wood, so if I ever wanted to change it to not have that on it, I could. And then I just hot glued these on so that would easily pop off. And then I used Lady Dot pom-pom trim around the edge. There it is.
It's cute.
So that will be hanging up at Easter. And then I also finished this quite some time ago. The Gobbler Rides Again by Heartstring Samplery. I love, 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 love this. And I did this, shoot, I don't remember what fabric I used. But here is my finish on that. I put it on a horseshoe. And I put magnets on there so it can just pop off. And I think it's really cute on a horseshoe because it's funny.
I love that one.
This one I used different colors. I bought this chart at Lynn's of Madison last year, and they had somebody who stitched it, or their stitcher she would give you her color conversion if you wanted it. So I used her color conversion, but she used the fabric Loki 36 count when I could not find that anywhere. So this is on 36 count. I don't remember. I have it written down somewhere, but if you want to know the changes, I can let you know, but it's really cute. Whoops, I'm tiny. Then I also had this finish I got this at the Silver Needle in Oklahoma. And it is Sweet Liberty by Shepherd's Bush. Should have taken that out of the package. But I found this box at Hobby Lobby. And I thought this works perfect for a bee pattern. It has a little magnet in there so it magnets down. And then I just put this on sticky board with some batting over the top. And this actually was a kit, so it came with the fabric, the buttons, the floss, everything that you needed. So that is my finish on that. My husband stained and polyed the box for me, so I didn't even have to do that. I was going to. He did it all. So
Can't be mad at it.
that was that one. And I think that was all of my finishes. That was a lot.
The one woman floss tube over here.
I had a lot. I was like finishing everything over here. It was crazy. My table was a mess, but it was fun.
So let's talk about what we bought while we were at the Inspired Needle. So I bought the fabric I already showed, the kit I already finished, and then I bought this 32 count Belfast Echo from, I think it's a picture of this plus, but I just liked it, so I bought this piece that was left because I thought I could find something to use it for. We don't have an LNS anymore, so seeing fabric in person is hard to come by. And then I also bought this vintage pecan butter from Lakeside Linens as an alternative to the one that, but I decided to use the vintage exemplar for my bird, so now I just have this for stash. I need it for something else. I might trade Mom for a piece of her white 40 count.
Have the white 40 count.
And I got these Rosewood Manor charts that were on their clearance section, so black lace sampler, which is so pretty, but I know it's probably going to be annoying to work on. I've never done like black work like that, so but I really like how it looks. It's pretty. And then I got this Greystone Manor sampler because I like the flowers and the colors down here. So I don't know, I'm trying to decide if I might leave out this top part and just do this bottom, maybe. We'll see. It's pretty. But I really like this border with the flowers. It's pretty. And then they had this stitched as a model stitch, and this picture does not even look anything like what it looks like in real life.
Their model stitch was
so pretty.
Gorgeous. This picture looks
Yeah. I'm going to do this
sad.
on 40 count. With just white 40 count, which is what I was going to trade Mom for. And I bought all the called for colors, which you can already tell look a lot more vibrant on here than they do in the picture to me. So all those flosses in the chart, bought that. And then this other chair stitches kit that comes with the little spider fabric and finishing stuff, and it was on the 40% off sidewalk sale.
and I got it too, so we both have it. Just show mine while you're showing.
So that should be a pretty quick one too once I get to doing that. So that was all that I bought.
Okay, what I bought all these flosses that I needed for various and sundry things.
Knocked the camera, sorry guys.
I'm not gonna even say, I don't even know what they were for, but there's my floss. And then I got this Rebecca and Pal's sewing set from GPA from Italy. But I was reading the finishing instructions and I don't know. I don't know about, I'm never going to be able to make this witch, but we'll see. It's kind of tricky. We'll see.
But it's cute.
It is cute. And then I got this Bent Creek Irish Luck photo booth, and it came with the gold fabric. So I don't have very many Irish things for St. Patty's Day, so I thought, well, that would be cute. Then I got this little spooktacular by Pine Mountain Designs. And it has 32 count linen lamb's wool that's included. And then some of the flosses I bought were for this, but they were out of some of them. That's really cute and small. Should be able to finish that. I also got Frosty Chillingsworth mouse from Just Nan, which I think is so cute. Comes with all the little mouse stuff.
Sorry, I'm getting the glare off of there when I'm bending it.
And they show it on the box, and the chart just is the mouse, not the box. So I ordered the box from 123 Stitch because I
did.
because I didn't see the box at Inspired Needle. So oh well.
It's cute.
And then I got this Krennic, also from 123 Stitch, and shoved it in the bag so I knew what it was for. And that's that. I got this Spell
definitely can't
of
see
the
that.
Moon
There we
from
go.
Blackbird Designs. And it's gonna be cute. It's small, so
Yeah.
it'll only take me about 3 weeks probably.
Whatever.
Then here is this Miss Isabel Black
This is by
by Scattered Seed Samplers.
zoom in on the picture a little,
And I just thought she was cute,
which is bigger than it looks.
which is, yeah.
It's like 114 by 151
Yeah.
stitch count, so it's pretty big.
6 by 8 design area, but I think I'm gonna do it on, it was on 35 count, but I think I'm gonna do it on 40 count.
Yeah, so be a little bit
I got a
smaller.
bunch of 40 counts. When I was there, I bought this,
I'll open these. Sorry, crinkling, but I don't mind crinkling, so.
Tarnish Newcastle 40 count. And that is by, let's see. This is Picture This Plus Ren, which is 40 count.
Yeah, that one was, they're all pictured as plus.
Okay. And I thought this could be cute for Miss Isabel Black. Kind of look like the picture. And pewter. That could be cute on this pewter too. I was going crazy with 40 counts.
Want these back in these bags?
No, that would have to be. So that was my purchase, I believe, from Inspired Needle. And then I got all these flosses from Michael's in 19 through 22 of the new low color. And oh, I also got this Fabricate Inspired Needle also, which is 32 count Belfast Platinum. And it's long because it's going to be for this sampler that came from Melina's CD of Cross Stitch magazines. This is the first part, which is spring. And this was all done in Anchor floss. So I ordered all this Anchor floss from 123 Stitch. What's it green?
Because it's spring.
It's spring. So I got those. Another 123 Stitch purchase. black coffee. And then the cube for...
I didn't realize you ordered it and already got it.
You did?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I thought you meant like you.
No, I already got it.
I didn't realize you already had it.
I was busy ordering stuff. So that is the cube for frosted toys. Then from our local
Thrift store,
I found this giant sticky board. So it's what is it, $1.99.
Cool.
I have that, and I got some waste canvas, but it's somewhere else. Yeah. I was having fun buying all kinds of stuff. So that's that. That's
Okay.
all that.
So when I was thinking about what I want to work on this year, was there anything else I wanted to start or finish? I have a lot of really big projects going, and so they're fun to work on, but then I feel like I never finish anything. And so one of the things I wanted to do, here's my one finish I've shown before, of Nora Corbett Letters for Mermaids. I have the whole alphabet of the charts, and I ordered 1.5 yards of this Pictures Plus Splash in 32 count to do these on. But I was wondering, can I really fit them all on here? What's the best layout to use? I'm planning on framing them all individually and kind of just hanging them up because I think that would be cute. And so in order to start the next one, I was thinking about, okay, how do I figure out what my layout is going to be so that I use my fabric in the best way possible and don't waste it and also don't run out, because I kind of just guessed. So I had this brilliant idea. So I got the stitch count for every letter, and then I converted that into inches on 32 count, and then I added on a 1.5, a 2, and a 2.5 inch border around them to figure out what I would want to leave. So I started, and then I took 15%, I sized that to 15% of the actual size and made this is my janky way of doing it because I don't have Photoshop or like AutoCAD or something that would make it easier to do. So I just was like, I can size text boxes in Word, and so that's what I did. So I sized all these text boxes for, here's like the 1/2 yard of fabric, and then the yard of fabric, and then these are the 2.5 inch border for all the different letters. And then I printed out the 2.5 and the 2 inch because I wanted to start there. So I thought, okay, I'll just try it with the 2 inch borders first to see if I have enough fabric. So I cut them all out. Then I figured out how I can lay them out. So you'll see on my 1.5 yard of fabric, I clearly have way enough. I could have gotten away with just ordering 1 yard of fabric for this. Technically, they would have all fit on there. I like the idea that I have extra in case something goes awry in this layout, but now I feel pretty comfortable that I probably could even leave a 2.5 inch border and be able to fit all of these. But I'm going to try to follow this layout for what I have. So the A is on here where I put the A on my piece of fabric, so I'm going to just follow this. So I think I will probably be starting G soon because that's the one that would go next to A on this layout. So I thought it was a little bit nerdy. My husband was like looking at me like I was nuts when I came home. Like, hey, I have a brilliant idea. But it worked, and now I know for sure I have enough fabric. So
I think it was a good idea.
I think I'll probably be starting one of those shortly. The G. I guess I could do the H too, but I'll probably do the G, so I'll go across the line. But that's fun, because these are, some of these, this one was, I think, a more heavier coverage one of these. There's a couple that are heavier coverage, but a lot of them are a lot less coverage, so they would theoretically be quicker stitches.
She was getting tired of doing all these waves.
Yeah.
That is so pretty.
So, I think the G is one of the ones that's less coverage because it's just the letter and the mermaid on the letter, so there's not a lot of that whole background stuff on there, so it should go quicker.
Sparkly.
Yeah, but I love them, and they're so pretty. And I have all the stuff. I mean, I bought all the floss, all the charts, all the beads, everything I need to do all these. And it's all classic colorwork, so I'm not going to leave that because that was a pretty big investment. So I want to keep progress going on finishing some of these.
Yep. So, Plans.
So that was kind of mine.
That was Melina's plans. My plan. Dun, 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 dun. It's Christmas in July. Put all my stuff in this bag for Christmas in July. So, I have lots of plans for that. And I will go and tell you all about them. I do not have enough projects in this bag. I need 7 more projects for 31 days of July. But this is also part of my haul that I didn't show because it was in this bag. But I got these little snow globes from Mill Hill from 123 Stitch. Got the gingerbread house snow globe.
I'll move my crap so you can put your pile over here if you need to.
The snowman snow globe. And the Santa snow globe. I got this charmed stocking. This is from my sister, has done like every Mill Hill kit, I think, under the sun, pretty close.
Pretty amazing, really.
She gave me a bag that had, I don't know, over 250, I think, Mill Hill kits that she had already done. And that didn't include ones that she was still working on and still wanted to work on that she has at her house. So all I had to do was get my own beads and paper and floss. And if they have charms, I have to order those separate. But I'm going to do that. Santa stocking. National Park Santa. This is Grand Canyon Santa. It's going to be fast. Santa Angel. It's in a kit that I got from this other National Park Santa. This is Yosemite Santa.
I like to point out that she also prepped her work by
I did.
making floss cards
I
for all of these.
I separated all my floss colors on these little things I made. So when I'm ready to go, I can just pull out and I know what, because otherwise, look at all those greens. They're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know. It took me a long time to separate these flosses out. Did the same for this one. This is, whoops, is another Tropical Santa. This one is Hawaii Santa. Then my sister gave me this little kit from Praiseworthy Stitches, just chilling. I think she bought this when she was at the Inspired Needle one time. And I saw them in there. And that comes with everything in there that you need. Make it. Then I got this at the Inspired Needle also. See, I did get more haul in there. This is a Shepherd's Bush kit, Warm Hearts, and it came with all of the fabric and floss and a needle and everything. So cute little snowman with branch hair. Then this is one from my sister. This is Bird Loving Snowman. I put all of my beads and stuff in there, so they're all ready in there. I don't have to go look for them. And a note to myself: the red beads are in with the other one. Or they're in with this guy, which is Forest Frosty. Oh, yeah. Short. And all beads. Floss colors I just threw in there. Then I have this Winter Cheer Peppermint Tweet from Mill Hill. I separated all the floss colors. Got this at the thrift store for $1. All beads. A Lighted Santa, I think that's the name of that one. And then I had these heirloom Santas that I got the charts for at a thrift store. It has all three of those. This one's Père Noel, Kris Kringle, and Santa Claus. I have all my floss separated, all my paper cut, because it didn't have any of the paper or any of the flosses. And I must say it was interesting trying to find the floss for these, because the charts just say the color name, and they did not say any number, just had a color name. So kind of made up my own colors for that one. I have this church angel, another tropical Santa, which is Christmas Island Santa, and then Jolly Snowman, and then I have my whips. This is the Winter House Trio by Waxing Moon Designs. I'm working on winter. And I'll probably start the snowy, because I already have the windy done. So there's the winter. And that was the windy, which I already have done.
Want me to zigzag those for you on my sewing machine?
Oh, I did the janky masking tape cut because the other one kind of was starting to fray a lot, so I didn't want it to fray out all the way. Then I have Frosty Weather, which I've shown before. Frosty Weather. It's a lot of gonna work on this for the F in the June challenge, but then I changed it to the firecracker. And this is on 32 count Zweigart Belfast linen misty blue, white dots. There's a lot of 1/1s in there, so that'll be fun. Those I have to start working on those first, because we are going to be traveling in the month of July, and I won't be able to work on a Tropical Sandy. You already saw that. He's one of my other wicks. And then this one, I showed this because I got this pattern at a local store, a Crescent Santa. I'm only going to do this guy. And I have all the floss separated out, and a needle minder with my needle and paper. The only thing I have to get for that is the wool to make his beard, because it's just wool. That I've changed the colors on him quite a bit too, because I don't really care for the colors that much. So I changed them. And that is all that I have for that. This is my list. I still need to get 7 more projects, because I don't have all of them. And I have it on my 24 hours of cross stitch July monthly challenge of stitching for 24 hours within the month of July, which shouldn't be an issue. I don't know if I'm going to do this challenge, because it is make your things fit into all these holidays. And since I'm doing Christmas in July, I didn't really know how I could fit into World UFO Day or 4th of July or Embrace your geekness day, or don't step on a bee day. I didn't think I could make anything fit in any of these days.
Some of them, but I don't know about all those days.
World Snake Day.
You could stitch on green on that day.
National Hot Dog Day. I'm like,
Yeah, some of them might be hard.
and she said to just connect 12 or more holidays, but none of those holidays sounded like I could do it, so I don't think I'm doing that. But I am going to do this team 24 hours because that I can make fit, I'm sure. Because T, Tropical Santa. E, something has eyes. A, I don't know, but I'll figure it out. I don't know what I'm going to do for all of them. I had my whole list that I was going to do for the other one, for the 24, for the June monthly challenge, and then I changed all of them anyway, so because I wanted to finish my son, so I just had them all there. So that is my plans. And we're leaving on July, well, actually, Melina and I are going to retreat, so I will be bringing Christmas in July on the retreat. But we are leaving on the 26th, 28th.
Doesn't say on here.
Mm,
No,
about-
to Wisconsin,
Yeah.
the 30th.
Oh, yeah. We're leaving the 30th to go to Wisconsin, so that's kind of good. But I'll be driving myself because my husband's driving the truck and the trailer. And then from Wisconsin, we're going to go to Michigan, to Isle Royale National Park. Check off another park. And then from there, we're going to go to Voyageurs National Park in Minnesota. And then we'll be home sometime in August. Then we'll have a few days, a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
Till you leave again.
Then Melina and I are going to Galleria.
Till you leave again.
And then right after I get home from Galleria, we're leaving to go to Ohio, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, New York, Maryland,
Wherever else the road
Virginia,
takes them.
West Virginia. I don't know, all those places. Hopefully we can fit a bunch in there. But yeah, we'll be
I'll be
traveling
here.
maniacs. So I'm
Working.
going to try and set up some meetings with some fellow Flosstubers along the way. We'll see if I can do that, but I don't know. I figured if they have an LNS, we could meet up at LNS or something, or maybe we could just meet for lunch, or I don't know, just something, yeah. Since we couldn't go to StitchCon.
So if you live in any of those states, reach out. Send her a message.
Yeah.
Instagram, count twice stitch once. I'll put it under there. Or you can email us. It's counttwicestitch1@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Then you can meet her.
Would be fun.
I wish I could come with you.
I know. Well, we
Stupid
couldn't
work.
go to StitchCon, and StitchCon is this weekend, and I know several people that didn't go are all sad because they couldn't go,
It
but
looks like fun.
it looks like it would be a ton of fun. We're actually going to our first retreat in 12 days, so that will be exciting too, and we're looking forward to that, meeting everybody there.
Definitely.
It'll be a little less intimidating than
Yeah, that
StitchCon
would be a big one for me. Like just looking at that room, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but it would be fun.
Overwhelming. It would
Yeah,
still
it's
be
like,
fun.
yeah.
I'd have fun once
I
I
know.
got there.
I know we
I
wouldn't
get
stitch at
nervous.
all. We would be running around being crazy, but it would have been fun. So, and next year we're not going to be able to go to StitchCon either because we will be in Alaska on a cruise, and then other stuff
For them, mostly.
For my husband and I, we're going to stay and.
But I do have a friend that lives in Alaska and it lives where our cruise is ending, so I will get to go stay with her for at least one night before we fly home. So that will be so exciting.
Yeah, so we'll have more about that. It's closer to the time, but it's gonna be so much fun. So anyway,
you'll get to see us together a few more times. I'm assuming we'll probably film at least twice before you guys leave for Wisconsin.
Hopefully.
And then it might be kind of Mod Podge together or just me for a little while, depending on how Mom can get it going from afar.
Or we might have to film at the Galleria
Well, you'll be home a little bit before that one.
one day,
Oh.
which I have to pack and get everything ready.
You have to unpack and repack.
Yeah.
Never mind. Guess we'll be filming there.
Film the car. Drive.
We could. I'll record you, and then I'll record. I can show your stuff, and you can talk about it while you're driving, and then we can pull
In
over
our
and
haul,
switch.
because I know we'll have a ton of haul.
So I guess we'll see what happens with filming. I'm sure we
Yeah.
can figure something out, even if it's just updates on our own for a little while, not together.
Yeah.
It'll be what it is.
Well, plus I'm planning on going to a lot of cross-stitch stores, hopefully. Well, not a lot, but hopefully I can get to a few.
Yeah.
I know for one fact that I will be one at Camp Wool,
Where's that?
which is in Kennebunk or Portland, Maine. So I will be there because we're staying there one night in Portland on the way to go to other places. So.
Nice. Yeah, well, we'll figure it out, but appreciate you
Yeah.
guys watching us and hanging
Yes,
out.
thank you so
yeah.
much. Thanks for subscribing and commenting. We like to read all the comments.
Mhm.
And thanks to everybody who's new to us. And if you keep coming back, thank you for that.
Have a wonderful week and
And a happy
probably more than
4th
a
of
week.
July.
Happy 4th of July for sure.
Yep.
We'll probably have some news from retreat coming your way shortly since we'll be there in 12 days.
That's exciting.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yep, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.